Welcome to my channel guys. In this video I'll be teaching a very easy way to shade with charcoal as well as rendering skin pores. I'm beginning by sketching the outlines, and highlighting the dark areas as possible. Satisfied with the outlines, I can start applying charcoal powder to add depth to the work. I'm doing this application with a piece of foam. You can also use an earbud. So you can either use an earbud, as I'm using now, or a piece of foam as I used earlier. Whichever one you are comfortable with. At this early stage, I'm not focusing so much on details. I'm only blocking the form, and I'm building that gradually. We shall emphasize on the details, when the form is correctly built. I'm not sure handling earbud will be challenging. You just have to dip it in your charcoal powder and apply it gradually. Not just once, not just twice, but repeatedly till a uniform layer is achieved, and your form is well built. Always start with the dark areas and shade into the light areas. Your shading technique at this stage can range from scribbling, hatching, provided you are effectively building the form, it shouldn't be a problem. Done blocking the form, I'll be continuing the charcoal application with an artist brush. Shading with the brush enhances the shading, resulting in a uniform smoother blend, which may not be guaranteed by the earbud, or piece of foam. You don't have to rush the process. That's the key word. Don't rush it. It's a gradual process and your results will be very good. Don't worry so much if you struggle with your first few attempts. It's perfectly normal. Regular practicing will only make you perfect. Hope you are studying how I'm doing the application with the tip of the brush. Building a form by adding charcoal powder in bits can be very tedious. But when done right, I can assure you that, your form will be very solid. Creating darker values impossible to obtain with either the brush, earbud, or foam with a pencil. After which I'll shade over to make it soft, and less noticeable. Carry on with the process till your form is solid, and well built. Having built the form, we can now focus on the details. Highlights will be first created using a nataraj eraser or a Tombow eraser. I'll be using dots to give an illusion of skin pores. You can also use the eraser at the tip of your pencil. Strong highlights will be created with the Tombow eraser, and moderate highlight with the nataraj eraser. You can also do it the other way round by simply increasing the pressure exerted on the nataraj eraser. Just that, creating sharp dots with the Tombow eraser is quite easier. You need to vary the pressure you are applying on the eraser to get different shades of the dots. The more the pressure, the sharper the highlight and the vice versa. Also, the cleaner the eraser, the sharper the highlight. The dotted highlights being created has to be compact, and fairly sharp in light areas, and gradually dimmed as it recedes into dark areas. In other words, increase the pressure on the eraser for brighter tones, and decrease the pressure for dim tones. Add more depth to the highlighted dots by creating shadows around them with your pencil. Don't use a dark grade pencil since that will likely create an illusion of pimple, unless that's the goal. Use a medium grade like B or 2B in dark values. You can also create dots with the pencil to give an illusion of dark pores. I'm repeating the process once again. First, draw series of dots gradually with either a Tombow or an ordinary eraser like a nataraj eraser, to create an illusion of skin pores. Increase the pressure being applied on the eraser especially in light areas to make the dots bright. And reduce the pressure as they recedes into the dark areas to make them dim. Make sure you vary the size of the dots to avoid monotony. And then draw shadows around these dots, especially in the dark areas, to add depth to them, using a light grade pencil. Use different pencil grades to avoid monotony. You can also draw dots to represent dark pores using your pencil, and not necessarily drawing shadows around all the individual dots created by the eraser. I hope this demonstration has given you a fair idea of how you can effectively create solid forms with charcoal, rendering highlights, and skin pores, which will overall enhance the realistic appeal of your artwork. This won't be my last video. I'll surely upload more and more tutorials and in different subject matter. So just subscribe and let's learn together.